Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome to the lane. My name is Lisa, and this is going to be my new channel, Lisa Lynette Lane. This is going to be our very first video here on the lane. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a long awaited bedroom makeover. We are going to be saying goodbye to the old and we are going to be saying hello to the new. We are going to be transforming this bedroom into a warm, cozy space for fall, incorporating natural materials like woods, stones, organic textures, y'all, to give the space a timeless and an earthy feel. Now, the first thing that we are going to be doing is lightening up the room a bit. We're going to be using a color called Sculptured Clay, which is a neutral shade that lends toward a khaki color. And then it also has a touch of gray in the color. But we're just lightening up the walls, you guys, so that we can allow the rich tones of our walnut furniture that I chose to stand out.
My oh my, my oh my, a kiss and so I did. I feel unbreakable. And honey on those fingertips, feel unbreakable.
All right, y'all, now that the walls are all painted and the furniture is all moved out, I'm going to go ahead and put down this rug that I picked up off of Amazon, y'all. I love this rug for its rich and beautiful colors. It is a washable rug, and y'all, this rug is so soft. I have been enjoying getting out of bed in the morning, and the first thing I feel is this rug. It's just so super soft. This rug is just beautiful, and like I said, I loved it for its jewel tones, and it's just going to work well with the furniture that I chose for the room.
I'm not emotional. I haven't cried for days. I wouldn't pay it. I'm so fine. Do you see me through? I don't mind it. You don't want the truth. I don't get triggered by a thing. Next day I can't stop spiraling. It's in my head so bad, but I'm fine. I'm so fine, really. Tell me how to live and let it go. How the hell am I supposed to know? It's in my head.
Now that the rug is down and the furniture has been delivered, y'all, here comes the fun part, the decorating. Now I am starting by placing these mirrors that I picked up from Ross over the nightstands, y'all. And this is just going to help bring in natural light. Now I got this idea from the Restoration Hardware magazines that I got a couple of months ago, y'all. They had these mirrors throughout the whole magazine when they were showcasing the bedrooms. And y'all, if you're ever in a decorating rut, then you need to check out those magazines. They have so many wonderful ideas that you can incorporate into your home. And when I saw those mirrors, I was like, oh my God, I have to do that.
But I'm fine.
to the bed, y'all, which is the most exciting part. I chose these striped sheets from Amazon, which y'all, they are so super soft, so cooling. I absolutely love them. But I love picking up sheets off of Amazon. This is like my second set. And when I tell you they are some of the softest sheets that I have ever slept on, y'all, they are so super soft. But I picked up this striped set so that I could do a little bit of pattern mixing with the comforter that I chose for the bed.
Stuck in the past watching videos of us. I have been trying to get rid of your stuff, but voices in my head are telling me to stop. It's all I
Now for our comforter set, I chose this brown comforter set from the new Hearth and Hand line in Target, you guys. I just absolutely fell in love with it when I saw it. This is a striped comforter set. It is made out of a gauzy material, very lightweight. It is not going to have you hot at all. This is going to provide us with a monochromatic look for the fall, and a monochromatic look for the room and the bed in general.
have to love me like that, love me like that. Oh, staying inside in my bed all day long, listening to sad songs and feeling so low, thinking about you and where we went wrong. 'Cause I wanna know why you let me go. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us to be something. I was so sure, I let my guard down for you. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? I gave you my heart, and you tore it apart. Don't know why you had to hurt me like that. 'Cause now I'm messed up, drinking non-stop, just trying to forget you and everything we said. But I can't seem to get these thoughts out of my head. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? Love me like that. Oh, thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us.
Moving on to the nightstands, I am adding in these beautiful lamps that I picked up from Home Goods. I love these lamps. When I saw them, I thought that they were going to be perfect for this room. I love the shape of the lamps. I love the texture of the lamp. The lamp shade was, the perfect color. And like I just absolutely love them.
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her?
I'm keeping the nightstand styling very simple. I'm just adding in a book and the Restoration Hardware magazine, and then I'm just placing a box, a stone box, so that Mr. can place in his glasses and his remote control. And then on my side is my journal and some glasses. And then I'm going to add in a vintage little plate along with a candle from the new Hearth in Hand collection, and that is going to complete our nightstand styling because we do have a 3-year-old toddler running around the house who likes to climb and touch and all of the things. So keeping it very simple.
When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating, you can't stop looking at her.
For some extra storage that I really needed, I am bringing in this Ottoman that I picked up from Ross. And the color of this Ottoman is just helping us bring in more warmth and texture. And I just really love the shape of this Ottoman. Now I am putting this chunky green blanket on the Ottoman to help us bring in more warmth, and it's going to help balance out the dark wood.
She came from, kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night with her.
Now I did want a new chair, and I did see a couple that I could have picked up, but instead I chose to do a chair cover because again, I have a toddler who drinks juice and is eating candy and just all of the things, y'all. And so I'm like, I'm not going to get a chair just so that it can get all dirty. And I just put this throw blanket and this green pillow to bring in more of the pop of color that we were using in the room. Here in this really odd corner of my room, I've had this mirror for years, and I'm just taking that mirror down, and then I'm going to be replacing it with this really small piece of art that I picked up from the Magnolia collection this year for the fall season. And then I'm going to be placing another piece of art that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I just love the pieces of art that I chose to put here in this corner.
This summer I'll be by your side. A wonder that you can't describe. How long will you wait for me? I want you to see what I see. I see you. How I see you.
Oh my gosh, y'all, to tackle this. Oh my gosh. Now, we are TV people, y'all. We are TV people. I need a TV to help me sleep, and it's just something that I've been doing for years. So the TV is going to stay. Now, my partner has a DVD player in here, which we hardly ever use, but I'm not going to remove it or anything like that because I'm just not gonna, he has so little in this room, he has to keep something in here, okay? So what I am going to try to do is put it in the basket tray. That is why I wanted the basket tray that I had been searching for. And I ended up getting the larger basket tray because I felt like the smaller one just wasn't going to hold everything that I needed to hold. So here I am just trying to play around with this and trying to see if I can just hide the cords and just get it to look presentable, y'all. I need to come up with some kind of way to hide these cords with this TV being on the wall. We don't have an outlet. I mean, this is an older home, so we do not have an outlet, in the, higher parts of the wall like some of the newer homes are coming with. So I really need to find another solution. But anyway, I was testing out these different pieces of art that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. These were part of the spring collection, and y'all, they were 66% off. So I ended up getting these pieces of art for about 20 bucks, which I thought was a really good deal. And I love the pieces of art. I feel like they work in the space. Now, this one I actually took off of the wall to see if it would work out here. And at first I was like, yes. But then I ended up changing my mind, and but you will see that later on in the video.
The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds. Your hands still tangled up in mine. Feet on the wall, your head on me, floating easy.
Here I am adding in these vintage-esque vases that I picked up from the at-home store. These are a part of the Ty Pennington collection. I don't know if you guys remember Ty Pennington. He had several shows on HGTV, and these little vases were a part of his collection. And then I added in one stem that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and it was 40% off. It was a part of their fall collection, and that seems to be the trend right now, using a tall stem of sort to put in a vase. Something that was something that's going on with Pottery Barn, so I decided to go ahead and incorporate that to help hide the cords as well.
Slowly on the naked skin upon your back. Oh, it feels like.
Okay, y'all, so I ended up switching out the picture for this area over here. I had this picture on the back wall, but I didn't like it back there once I put my other picture on the other side of the wall. So I took this one down and I placed it over here, and I'm kind of loving it, you guys. I think it's great. I think it fits well. I ended up switching out the vases, putting the larger vase over here, vase, to cover up the cord, because this cord over here was looking worse than the black cord. So I ended up doing that, and then I added the two smaller vases over here, vases over here, and I think that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I was thinking that I should have had something taller over here to kind of balance out this vase of vase, but it is what it is. I am the one that have to look at it. So anyway, that's what I did. And then I did end up placing the Call It Home book and the Restoration Hardware magazine on top of the VCR. And we're going to just act like the VCR is a book, y'all. Now, here's my dilemma. I have this little vintage doodad right here, and I want to place something there for a catch-all for my earrings and things like that. So I have that one, and then I have this slightly shorter one here, and I'm trying to decide which one I want to go with. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I want to go with this lower profile one because of the vases. I want it to be lower than the vases. So let's look at this one more time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the lower profile. tell me which one you guys liked in the comments, and we'll see if that changes. But now I'm just going to be removing these old curtains that I picked up from Home Goods a very long time ago. And I'm just going to be replacing them with these floor length light linen curtains that I picked up from Amazon. Y'all, they are going to help with that morning light that comes in the mornings. That's going to help me maybe sleep a little bit later on Saturday mornings, y'all. But anyway, they are going to balance out the dark wood and help with the visual weight in the room. And then I kept the black curtain rod because it's going to just bring in that little modern sophistication that's going to enhance the elements of the wood without competing with the wood in the room. All right, y'all, so the last thing I want to do is add this tree into the room. I got this tree off of TikTok shop. It's kind of like the same tree you can get off of Amazon, but a fraction of the cost. But it has a very small little base to it. So I have this basket right here that I picked up from the at-home store. As you can see, I already got some boxes in there because I want to make it a little bit taller. And then we are going to add in this moss that I picked up from Lowe's. So let's do that real quick. So I have this packing paper. Let's add the tree first. Y'all, she is heavy. So we're gonna add her into the basket. And then, like I said, I have this packing paper that I'm gonna add to the top of here. Just to, well, not the top, but to the basket. To give it a little bit more stuffing and filling so that the tree won't move around that much. Let me get a little bit more. Y'all, this is my first time working with this type of moss. I usually get my moss from Hobby Lobby, but I usually get it when they, well, my last purchase of moss I got when they had the 40% off coupons, and they haven't had those for a couple of years. So the moss is a little bit pricey, y'all. So I saw this in Lowe's for $3.99, and I said, let's go for it. All right, that looks good. Now I was going to paint this basket a little bit darker, but I think this basket matches the texture of our basket on the dresser, so I'm just gonna leave it like it is, and that will give us our other added texture that we want to provide for our cozy and relaxed fall. And just a little reminder, this is where we were. And this is where we are now. For my bed, I chose this bed set. It is called the Veramond Upholstered Panel Bed. I love this bed for its rich brown walnut color. I thought it was very, very traditional. I love the dreamy look of this bed. It has this really, really understated elegance, and I feel like it's just going to last throughout the years. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my bedroom transformation. And as always, I hope you're having a great day and or a great week whenever you are viewing today's video. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, y'all.